Welcome back to Crypto Disco, everybody. Just real quick, want to talk about whatever in the world Trump is trying to do with his World Liberty Financial. Just to preface it, though, I am not any what political. I'm not a Trump guy. I'm not a Kamala, however you say her name. I do not like politics. I just vote whatever I think is best for me and my family. And in this case, talk about crypto, right? Uh, so just Trump has a track record of embracing crypto, and Kamala has been part of the administration that has been persecuting it. But keep that in mind. What in the world is Trump doing with this world liberty crap, right? Uh, so Eleanor Terrett, if you don't follow her, give her a follow. She's awesome in breaking any political type news, whether it's SEC suing everybody and updates or different stuff. Um, and also, so Trump held a Spaces event on Twitter or X last night to kind of unveil this. He took some questions for about 40 minutes, give or take. Didn't provide any substantial information other than his main talking points, how to get away from the big banks and how they control everything and whatever else. And then he turned it over to his two oldest sons, uh, Don Jr. and Eric, and then Barron wasn't on it. But really, nothing substantial of what it's actually going to do, how it's going to work, other than hey, they will have a native coin, but the native coin will only be offered to accredited investors because I'm sure they don't want to get sued by the SEC. But doing that, only 63% of the supply will be to accredited investors, um, and they'll have voting rights and shape the way that the platform gets worked out. The only thing I think about this is I don't think he would um, launch this if they didn't already have some players line up to do something. They're not going to. They have. We'll get into a little bit more when we get into Eleanor Terra's article here. Sorry about that. I got to pause that. So this is Eleanor's article. She wrote about it. So, but they have a few backers and co-founders, I guess, for World Liberty. Um, but she gets into here. It's really interesting. You think it's going to be a game changer? Which obviously, like, let's be real. If you know anything about crypto, Bitcoin is the game changer. Support Bitcoin. Talk about Bitcoin, right? Very rarely does that. He just talks about crypto. I'm like, okay, tell me you don't know Bitcoin without talking about telling me you don't know Bitcoin, right? So, and then okay, the real game changer, okay, XRP. You had a Trump literally signed the executive order with Ripple, right? So come on, Ripple is a game changer. You're utilizing XRP for a financial revolution, right? And what that's going to do to the banking industry. And hey, you want to have another game changer? Hey, how about Flare and F assets and all the liquidity it's going to unlock? All you people that have all your savings in Bitcoin, hey, you can use that, right? Flare, unlock that tied up asset you have in Bitcoin to get some liquidity and put it to use. There's that option, right? There's so many other things out there in different spaces. There's, Sui near a whole bunch of different projects out there that are doing great things. And apparently, but they think they got the golden cross. That's the real game changer for the kind of a financial revolution. We'll see. I'm very skeptical. I mean, it sounds like a crap coin. So I try not to swear, but it's literally a shit coin. Like, what else? I mean, I would be fine. Like, I would be more. I wouldn't say I wouldn't be happy. I'd be less upset if he just said, "Hey, I'm putting out a meme coin, right, for my presidency or whatever. Putting out a meme coin. Do that. Don't put out this kind of crap. Because, like, honestly, what do you think this is actually going to do? Um, so apparently, there's 150,000 people that were listening to it, and after Trump um, stopped talking and dropped to 47,000. Um, Apparently, a total of 1.3 million people actually tuned into it at different times. So, I mean, it's got to reach. It talks about Barron here, and there was some rumors that Barron was doing a meme coin with the farmer bro guy, which I don't think Barron's that dumb to get into it. And they confirmed like, hey, that's not he's not part of that. Trump's not part of that at all. So, but Barron would he didn't talk. So, but the really interesting thing, so his billionaire real estate developer friend Steve Witkoff and his son Alex, they're also co-founders of World Liberty Financial. So as people they know they work with, they have a plan. Um, this talks about how these smart people are and this and that. The only thing about these two other people, which I haven't seen their names for, Chase Harrow and Zach Folkman, part of the founding team. They had a failed 2021 Doe Finance project because it got hacked for 1.8 million and cleaned out that project. But it's like if you're going to say you're going to revolutionize it, bring some players to the game that have some backing. Like, you've talked to Brad Garlinghouse, you've talked to all these different people, whoever it might is. Like, throw some names out there that actually have some backing. Like, this is just really skeptical. I mean, having somebody in there that's got cyber attack drained 3 years ago is going to be part of your I mean, your experts because everybody else, real estate developers and a couple of failed guys from Doe Finance. I mean, it doesn't leave you real confident what they're going to put out there. So we'll see what happens. So apparently it ran real long. I only listened to a couple snippets and then I got really disinterested. Didn't say anything about how it's actually going to work, who exactly would be the target customer, or how the decentralized lending platform will make money. And how's it going to be decentralized? So apparently, the offering is going to be 63% of the total supply of their native token is going to be accredited investors. Okay. How many accredited investors do you think are going to be into this type of project? I think it's probably going to be a couple handfuls, if that. So you're going to have the Trump family and these founders holding 37% of the supply, 37% of the supply, right? And then accredited investors holding the other amounts, the other 63%. And, I doubt it's going to be a whole bunch of them. I don't know. We'll see. Um, but it's really skeptical to me. I mean, we've talked about revolutionizing, the banking industry. And I don't see how he's going to do it. I mean, really, they're kind of talk about outside of not opening the native token to retail investors. Um, so it's just for credit. I mean, that's not Trump's base, right? Trump's base is not accredited investors. It's the retail, it's the smaller guys. So, but it's just it makes no sense. It makes no sense. I mean, talking about traditional banking businesses are have an issue for people that have bad credit. Well, how is this going to work for these people? Tokenized assets, right? But generally, people that have bad credit don't have assets and they're constantly in debt. So, how's this going to work for those people? So, I'm a fan of XCN. Had a previous video talking about tokenized assets, XRP. All these different places. Tokenization is going to be a huge thing once they get all figured out. VeChain is one that's started is the only one I've really seen that really started to do it. The first thing they've done I've seen is actually it's pretty cool, but doesn't bring a whole lot of value. They've tokenized the gloves of UFC fighters with their UFC partnership. But well, how are they going to do this? Right? They didn't say that they're going to tokenize assets so people can, have some type of uh, something to get access, get credit through. Because who's going to loan to somebody that has bad credit and no assets? How's this going to work? It just makes no sense. So to me, it just seems like another money grab. It kind of feels like True Social in a way, where it's been somewhat successful for him, mostly just because he got censored. And this is kind of like the next big thing. Put his name on, like, hey, his NFT thing. I thought that was cool. He made $7 million off that. Cool. Do another round of NFTs. Cool. Do a meme coin. Cool. But this is just like garbage. Like, come on. It just for people that don't know crypto. They're like, oh, this is probably cool. He's taking it on to government, and he's going to take it to the big banks. this and that, whatever. But I mean, I can't remember. It was like over 70 million people own crypto, whatever, some big number like that in the U.S. So if you know anything about crypto, you're going to look at this and like, well, that's great. The first thing is great. Is like awesome. He's embracing crypto, so he's not going to be hostile towards like the Biden and Kamala Harris administration has been. So that's a huge plus right there, right? He's not going to be hostile towards it. But the second thing is like it's almost like you're delegitimizing the crypto industry over it, um, which is really frustrating. Really frustrating because we all want to see crypto succeed. It has so many potentials and things that it can be used for, not just Bitcoin and different things, but like literally like using the blockchain for so many different things and information, especially tied to the government, public information on the government and on the blockchain. Oh man, it would be how awesome would it be if you had the U.S. budget on a blockchain, everybody could go and take a look and see where they're sending the money, right? Obviously, there are some things that wouldn't be able to be possible just because of classifications and stuff like that. But hey, Congress has $3 trillion. Let's see what buckets they go into. Here's a DoD address and everything else. You can go see how much is going to it and where it goes from there, and all these different things. It'd be crazy. Obviously, that's more than likely will never happen. If it ever did, it'd be in 50 years. But I'm sure congressmen and senators would die before that happened. They don't want any transparency in anything where that money goes. But I don't know. What are your guys' thoughts? Sorry for the rant. This is just, I think it's a joke. It's the laughing in the face of people that take crypto industry. I mean, look at XRP. They literally spent 200 million in legal fees and paying $125 million fine, fighting off the SEC, and people that are actually defending the industry and all the different Wells notices that the SEC's gone against different exchanges and everything else. And it's just like, come on. That's just, it's sad, really. Ugh, hate politics. I hate politics, but what are you going to do? Can't get rid of it. But I'm sorry, this is kicking on me again. Freaking Fox News. Never ends. Yeah, Bitcoin's back over 60K. But anyways, let me know what you think in the comments below. We'll see you on the next one. Like and subscribe, and we'll see you later.